Packing has begun, but it's time for a week in review. Stay tuned. Hey everybody. Well, here we are once again. Another week has gone by. Had some fun with comics this week. Again, working on the house. It's great this week because the smell of drying paint and lights went in the living room, can lights, and a whole bunch of other stuff's all happening. So it's nice to see the place getting put back together after about a month of swinging sledgehammers and crowbars and reciprocating saws and just ripping stuff apart, and I don't have to wear a respirator mask anymore, so it's been a good week. It's nice to see things finally happening, and now of course it shifts to this house because as you saw in the open, I've been filling my white boxes and kind of getting everything else ready to go. You know, all my station that I clean and press and all that stuff, I got to pack all that up, so that'll be this week. You know, hopefully everything's going. It's going to get done one way or the other. I'm moving on the 18th of August, so we'll see how it goes. But I was on the Wednesday night chat this week, which was great. I hadn't been on, I think, for like a month. Just seems like something was always going on. This coming Wednesday I won't be able to be on. It's my anniversary, so I'll be taking time off from the house and everything else to celebrate that with my wife. This week in pickups, I did get some great stuff. The first thing, and I did a video, I think it was the live unboxing on Tuesday. Scott Johnson sent me an unbelievable original piece of artwork. If you've never seen Scott's channel, he's fantastic. He does work for Marvel, he does work for Hasbro and a number of other toy companies and just marketing type stuff. He's an unbelievable artist. But he did this original Deathlock for me, and it's gorgeous. So I can't wait to get this framed. This will definitely be in the new comic area. I'll give you a close up of that. Look at the detail on that. At the fuzzy head. He's got the eyes, the pupils on both the artificial and the organic eye are focused on the same thing. He's period correct with the plasma pistol. It's perfect. It's great. So Scott, again, I know I've thanked you 100 times, but thank you. This is great. Absolutely love this. And the other thing I got were some treasuries. I got number 15, which is Conan the Barbarian, and this has work by Barry Windsor. Barry Windsor Smith, I believe he may have been called at this point, but it's great stuff. It's got Red Sonja in it. Some really neat art on this. I love these treasuries. I've gone over it before, but the artwork in them is awesome because look how big this is. Oh my goodness, and the smell is euphoric. You get twice the smell because the pages are so big. You could probably smell right through this camera, can't you? But so I got 15, came out in 1977, and then I got 19, which came out in 1978. And this is by John Buscema. Again, there's just some great artwork in here. Great splash page on the back. No pun intended, there's actual splashing going on there. But so all I need now is 25, 26, and 27, and I have the original 28 treasuries, so that's pretty cool. There are some other ones out there. There were some holidays and then some specials like Master Kung Fu, and a couple of the other characters had their own little ones, but for the most part I'll be done. One thing I have to be careful on now is ordering anything either on eBay or any Comic Link or anything like that, because although I know the people pretty well that bought the house, it's kind of a hassle to try to keep up with that kind of thing. But nonetheless, I still probably will order if something good comes up. I was very active on Comic Link this last week, so those details will follow as things trickle in. I'll share those with everybody. Today's sermon is a pretty simple one, and it's an old thing, and you probably heard it from your parents or your grandma or somebody like that. But uh, there's really little in life to me that feels as good as giving, either your time or knowledge or helping somebody or a gift. And every time I move, I've done this to where I have something that I really like or cherish, and I have a lot of good stuff, and I love giving stuff to people. And it happened this week. My cousin turned 50 on Thursday, I think it was, and we kind of had a mini family reunion on Friday night at my aunt's house. I had relatives in from Pennsylvania. There's probably, I don't know, 20 some people at my aunt's house, and my cousin was there. It's a cousin I talk about a lot. He hung out with me and my brother a lot when we were kids. He's the one that introduced me to comic books. He brought some 80-page Giants and Swamp Thing 7, which is the first comic book I remember seeing. It was coverless, but I remember seeing him scale the building. So as I'm packing up and I'm going through my stuff, I found 2 of his books that we traded for back in there, probably 75, 76. And one was X-Men 94, and the other one was 2-in-1 number 2. And he actually had written his name on across the namer on issue 2. And I've showed these before. They were part of my landfill collection. And 94 I worked on a lot, and Mike, I gave it to Mike, and Mike was able to do some more with it and pressed it, and it came out really nice. I mean, went from being a book that you just throw in the garbage to something that was really nice. So I gave those to my cousin at the party on Friday night. So it was really fun, and it just, as blown away as he was, it just made me so happy to see him and how happy he was when he got these. He hasn't seen these things in 40 years, so or more, closer to 45 years. So it was really, really cool. And then a certain gaming enthusiast we all know, his birthday was yesterday. So those of you who don't know, Anthony Reaper Tate, his birthday was yesterday. So anyway, sorry Anthony if you didn't want anyone to know, but wish him a happy birthday if you haven't already. It was kind of a big milestone for him, and I sent some stuff to him that it just made me feel good to give stuff to people. And I've been giving stuff to my brother as I've been going through this too as well. And I found some stuff that was my sister's, some old comic books, and I cleaned and pressed those and gave them to her a while back on her birthday. So it's been great, and I can't recommend it highly enough to give. I mean, if you have so much, and a lot of us do, when we have so much, you'd be surprised just giving these to other people would be great. So, and you don't have to do it in a big splashy kind of way. You can just randomly send stuff to people, and believe me, you'll feel great doing it. I know I have, and it isn't just comics. I give away lots of stuff when I move. If I have 2 of a power tool or something like that, somebody I know needs it, I give it to them. There's a lot of different things that they'll be giving away, like appliances I'm giving to people I know. I don't need them. I have them at the next house. So just do it. Go out and give your time, give your knowledge, anything like that. You'll feel great doing it, and you help people. So just do it. Anyway, homework? No homework. It's late. It's kind of like when you're back in school and the teacher said, "Hey, who wants to go outside and study?" And you go sit outside by the creek or whatever and quietly read. It's going to be one of those days. So no homework today. But think about giving, I guess. Recommendations, I'd say I'm still really strong on Preacher. It's been getting better every week. I like how they take the original source material and they kind of bend it and twist it around, and they kind of keep you guessing this week. Children of Blood, I think they're called. It's this cult down in New Orleans, these vampire wannabes, and they capture Cassidy. And in the comics, they kind of forced them or tried to make them bite them so that they could actually become real vampires. And I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but some stuff happens. It's pretty cool, pretty rough, but pretty cool. And I hope they follow it. We'll see. So far, they've really kind of, you end up in the same place, but you get there on a different path. So maybe you normally went over a mountain road, and there you go through a desert highway. So just keep watching if you haven't. It's been great. If you've been saving them up, they're really good to binge watch. Very entertaining. I enjoy it a lot. And part of it is I watch with my son, so I really enjoy that too. My pick of the week is, again, Anthony Reaper Tate's video called Amazing Grail. If you haven't seen it yet, he released it, I think, this morning. So give that a watch. But it's a series of some great Spider-Man books, and just watching how excited Anthony is when he's getting these things and talking about them and what they mean to him and what they mean to the hobby is just really fun to watch. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. I'll put a link to it below. But that's all I got for all you guys. It's late. I'm going to load this right now. And until next time, life, liberty, and the pursuit of comics. Bye, everyone.